Acts 22:22-30. The crowd listened to Paul until he said this. Then they raised their voices and shouted, "Rid the earth of him, he's not fit to live." As they were shouting and throwing off their cloaks and flinging dust into the air, the commander ordered that Paul be taken into the barracks. He directed that he be flogged and interrogated in order to find out why the people were shouting at him like this. As they stretched him out to flog him, Paul said to the centurion standing there, "Is it legal for you to flog a Roman citizen who hasn't even been found guilty?" When the centurion heard this, he went to the commander and reported it. "What are you going to do?" he asked. "This man is a Roman citizen." The commander went to Paul and asked, "Tell me, are you a Roman citizen?" "Yes, I am," he answered. Then the commander said, "I had to pay a lot of money for my citizenship, but I was born a citizen," Paul replied. Those who were about to interrogate him withdrew immediately. The commander himself was alarmed when he realized that he had put Paul, a Roman citizen, in chains. The commander wanted to find out exactly why Paul was being accused by the Jews, so the next day he released him and ordered the chief priests and all the members of the Sanhedrin to assemble. Then he brought Paul and had him stand before them. Just like the Jerusalem crowd responded at Jesus' trial, the echoes of "Crucify him" ring in this cold, critical air. Like with Christ, the Romans are worried about a violent mob, so they pull the target away from the crowd's anger to try to investigate. So he speaks up in this almost comical gesture to the centurion, saying, "Is it legal for you to flog a Roman citizen who hasn't even been found guilty?" And it's Paul's secret ace up his sleeve. He waits till the very moment he's stretched out in cuffs to be whipped, and I imagine his smirking face looking up at the guard to let him know he's actually a Roman. 1st century BC Roman lawyer and statesman Cicero is quoted as saying, "To bind a Roman citizen is a crime. To flog him is an abomination. To slay him is almost an act of murder." Because of this, verse 29 says they withdrew immediately. These, Paul reveals, are mounting for Lysias, our Roman commander. First, he thought he was an Egyptian terrorist. Now he's learning Paul's a Jew and a Roman citizen of Tarsus who speaks polished Greek, and that he was born into his citizenship, not like he himself who had to pay for it. This outsider misjudges Paul, and sometimes people outside the Christian community will misjudge Jesus' followers. Paul shows us an example of understanding, tolerance, and endurance under those judgments. This is a lesson in both grace and leverage, not to show all our cards at once, to be wise and careful how we act towards outsiders, not letting their judgments shake us, and even using our commonalities to find protection with them when needed. We live in the world, but are called not to be of it. We work jobs, get paychecks, sign contracts, speak the language of, and enjoy the many freedoms of a life that was built with non-Christian principles like greed and power. Much like living in ancient Rome, especially the urban Christian today is commissioned to walk the tightrope of righteousness while retaining the world-aware savviness of the Apostle Paul.